Is the monetary system on the verge of collapse? How do you identify stress in a financial system? What is causing gold to go up? Well, in order to understand that, let's have a look what is happening on the bond market. Now, I was a bond trader in the City of London and on Wall Street. So let's look at a little bit on the bonds and explain what is happening. So 30-year bonds, which are called the long bonds in the US, 30-year Treasury notes are running at about 5%, and that is unusual. Why? Because in an economic downturn where we've seen a negative quarter in the US of minus 0.3% and then minus 0.2% with Donald Trump and his Department of Government efficiency cuts, then you would normally see yields come down. Now remember, what Donald Trump is trying to do, and Congress is spending the money, is trying to cut spending so he can lower the debt of 38 trillion and not have to print more money every year like the Fed is doing. But the bond market is not unique to the US. If you look at Germany, Germany's 30-year Bund is running at 3.20%, and their GDP is only going to be round about the 0.19%. And then you've got the UK gilts 30-year treasuries running at about 5.45%. You've got Australia running at a 5.19%. The big one is Japan, and that's running at a 3.5%, with the head of Japan, the Prime Minister, saying that this could be the worst crisis than Greece was in 2008 at the height of the European and global banking crisis. So with long bonds up there and long bond interest rates higher, that's obviously going to impact property market and real estate. In other words, long-term interest rates, according to the bond traders, are going to remain high or higher. So what exactly is the solution, and how can you identify there is a crisis? Quite simple. There's a movement of money over into gold and into Bitcoin. This major surge started, according to JP Morgan, back in January 2024, and we've been buying gold on the gold group non-stop for the last 2 years, from when it was just below 2,000 all the way to where it is now. And we think gold is going to go to 7,000 or even higher, which recognizes and identifies a break in the confidence in the established monetary system that there is presently in the marketplace. With the long bonds creeping up, you have to look at the bond market. All of this you get on the mentorship when we explain how markets are working with fundamentals. If you want to join the gold group, then DM the word gold.